welcome to Two Woke Boys, episode 161. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
Together, we are Two Woke Boys. All right, welcome to episode 161 of the Two Woke Boys. No one is censoring us, even though I just did the censor beep sound.
To show what you're not going to do in the show.
Yeah, this is actually, we're not a free speech podcast. We hate that.
Well,
right?
actually, I mean,
we like our freedom to say.
We like the freedom of our speech.
Yeah, well, of course, that goes without saying. We should say whatever we want, which is the right opinion always.
Right.
And it's exactly what you think it is.
Yes.
Right?
But if you disagree with us, then we don't support your freedom of speech.
Absolutely not. And we will do everything in our power to try to limit your ability to say anything.
Yes.
Like, we'll say something, and then you'll be like, you might like counter it and be like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then we'll be like, you're canceled.
Mm-hmm.
And you should not be able to talk or, make any kind of comment about the things that we say.
Freedom of speech isn't about protecting the speech of those you disagree with. It's about protecting the speech of yourself.
Mm-hmm. And the correct opinion.
Which is one and the same.
Yeah. And the correct opinion of the time.
Yeah,
right?
Which we always have.
And which is always looked upon as good in history.
Yes.
Right? Like, I mean, can you think of a time in history where people were like, man, I can't believe people thought that back then?
Yeah. Also a time when people were censoring speech. That's always aged well. Mm-hmm. When governments and large corporations got to choose who got to speak and who not to. Mm-hmm. That's always looked really on fondly in the history books. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, think about the people that weren't allowed to speak and what they would have said.
Bad stuff.
Probably really bad stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely bad stuff about all the stuff that was being said back then.
Yeah.
And if this is too heady of a podcast for you,
start over.
Yeah, you
go back to zero and actually, I take that back. Go back to episode 1, motherfucker.
Yeah,
listen to it from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Listen to all 161 or 160 episodes. How long would that take?
More than 161 hours because we typically go over 1 hour.
Let me do the math.
This is a math podcast that we're about to crunch some numbers.
Yeah. So it would take about a week.
Okay, but
straight
and not
no
not
sleep. Oh, you are not sleeping.
You're not sleeping.
You are mainlining meth to stay awake.
Definitely take meth to stay awake for listening to the pod.
Yeah,
and our points are so good that you're probably going to be like, you can't sleep anyway,
right?
Because you'll think of is any of the podcast, the things we talk about on this podcast about America, is it good?
No,
never.
Yeah,
right. Because America's the worst.
Right.
So think about listening to a week straight of America sucks.
Yeah.
And that's what this podcast is.
Yeah. Also a lot of reaching out to hot women to have sex with us too. I mean, there's a lot more stuff than just America sucks.
But that's because we want to help women. And if they want to have sex with us because we ask them to repeatedly in their DMs over and over again, we don't need to talk about that because that's safe for the DMs.
Yeah.
But we're just good people, and if you're a hot woman, you should have sex with us. That's just what it is. We don't need to say that, but we will say that, and we definitely do many times.
Yeah. So if anyone is going to do that week-long woke boy marathon of listening to all 161 episodes, 160, let us know and document it and maybe vlog it too.
Yeah,
live react to while you're sequestered for a week. Take a week off work,
Yeah,
tell your family
you're taking a mental health week.
Yeah,
and then when you go back to work and your mental health is significantly worse, it's not our fault.
No,
that was you.
It's because you didn't sleep for a week. You fucking idiot.
But also take a nap, bitch. Yeah, What's wrong with you?
But also don't do that because we want you to stay awake.
Yeah, you
gotta
stay awake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you fall asleep, you gotta when you wake up, you gotta rewind. To the point where you fell asleep. You got to go back at
least 2 episodes because you're probably drowsy while you're listening to those 2. And then when you start the new one, you got to be like, oh, this is fresh content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you haven't, you have to listen to every episode. Mm-hmm. So go back and start.
And if you're a hot woman and you feel like, I don't really want to listen to all that, it's like, hey, don't worry, babe. We got you.
We'll make an exception for you.
I'll actually tell you what happened in all the episodes, but you got to come over here and listen to me.
Right.
as I whisper it gently into your ear. You know,
you're gonna sum up all 160.
Yeah,
just whispering into her ear.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, and I will physically inject the episodes into her, if you know what I'm saying, with my body.
Nice. With her consent.
Because my body is a podcast player. You know, I don't know how that works, but you know, it's like, you know how you have to like plug into stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing to her.
Right.
I'm plugging into her and then downloading information into her body.
Right. And then if you press certain buttons on me, then I will, you know,
Bust.
play the play the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Metaphorically.
Yeah.
Which is just busting.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's what this podcast is all about. And if you don't get that, and you're just a jerk.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we got it covered, you know, that you got a week of backlog to check out.
Start catching up, bitch.
Even, and if you listen to the podcast every week, just go ahead and do it again to, you know.
Also from different accounts, different phones, different computers.
Clearly you got to do that.
Yeah. And rate us 5 stars every time on every single device.
Yeah.
Just start going up to random people in public, grab their phone, subscribe to the podcast, rate us 5 stars from their phone.
I love that. As like, let's say you're like you want to start a YouTube channel yourself and you want to be like a YouTube prank guy. This is your YouTube prank. It's like, I went on everybody's phone and subscribed to the TooWokeBoys and liked all their stuff.
Imagine how funny
that would be. So funny.
So many views.
If you made a prank video of you getting the TooWokeBoys millions of followers and subscribers,
that would be the funniest prank.
That'd be a really silly prank.
Yeah.
So definitely do that. And
I could see Vitaly doing a prank like that. You know,
Vitaly.
That's the guy who does like crazy pranks and gets arrested all the time.
Nice. Did you see that FoozyTube guy?
No, what was that?
Dude, FoozyTube rules. So this guy FoozyTube, he was like an OG, like old school prankster on YouTube or whatever. And apparently he's had some like, you know, mental health issues, like going nuts and whatever. He just recently like got back into like live streaming, and he's been like murdering it on live streams. Like so many people are watching, but that's because he's like going nuts on there. He's like threatening people,
just documenting his mental breakdown.
It is 100%
some people say that that's what this podcast is.
Yeah, some people would say that, but they're wrong. We have great mental health.
We have great mental health, and we'll fucking prove it. We're fine.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I don't have an anger problem.
Yeah, we're not yelling, you stupid
I'm not
bitch.
yelling. You're yelling. Shut the fuck up.
I just talk loud.
I'm not yelling. I just have to use this tone to go over you because you're yelling, you dumb bitch. So shut the fuck up and let me talk. I don't have an anger problem. If I have any problem, it's being too nice. I'm so fucking nice. If I've done anything wrong, it's be too nice to you. So shut the fuck up so I can tell you how nice I am. You bitch.
Yeah, we're nice boys.
So,
okay,
you know, we're nice guys.
Yeah,
and
we're just the nicest guys ever.
I'm sick of people telling me that, like, I need help or whatever. I went to therapy once. That was enough.
Yeah,
I graduated.
$300, and then they were like, you were like, give me pills, and they were like, that's not what this is about, and you're like, shut up, bitch. I need pills, and then they, you know,
kicked me out, and
but you went. So it's like, you know, once you finish your court ordered, like, you know,
one therapy session
that you're supposed. Did they do that? Is that?
I know they have court ordered like anger management and things like that, which I totally wouldn't know anything about that.
You don't know exactly how that goes.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine it's, you know, maybe like an 8-week course or something where, you know, you have to go meet with a counselor and, you know, you talk about strategies for managing your emotions and, you know, different coping mechanisms. I mean, I'm just guessing. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
It sounds like you know exactly what they do there, I mean, but that's because you're really smart, not because you had to go.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like, let's talk about all these strategies about how you're going to get less angry. And it's like, how about everybody else should take some strategies on not pissing me the fuck off, you know? How about
I love that. Yeah.
Like, why is it
Where's
my
the class
fault?
for that?
Why is it fucking my fault all the time?
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
my fault that I'm right all the time.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got mad because I was once again correct.
Right. Why don't you take a class for not being wrong and not pissing me off?
Yeah. Why don't you take a class for not being a dumb bitch?
Yeah.
How about that?
Where's the court order class for that?
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, you know, in a world gone mad, the people that everybody else thinks is crazy is like the sane person or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always tell
like
myself
when,
that.
when I'm yelling at everybody and they're like, they think I'm crazy. And it's like, well, the world's crazy actually.
Yeah,
So,
I'm the I'm the hero. I'm always the hero of my story. I have I have main character energy.
Yeah, you guys are a bunch of bots.
Yeah, bunch of NPCs.
Yeah, a bunch of NPCs.
While we're out here speaking the truth.
Yeah, we're a couple of Neos in the Matrix. You're all a bunch of blue pill dorks.
Yeah.
But
we're not talking about like red pill, like conservative bullshit.
No, that's not. We're referring to the Matrix,
right?
Which is a cool movie.
Yeah,
about being addicted to pills.
Yeah,
which we love because that's how you fix mental health by just swallowing pills,
and possibly an allegory to discovering one's transness as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
but that's not.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't relate to that.
No.
I've never for a second thought I'm a woman trapped in a man's body, and I wish I did. I wish I had a woman trapped in my body. You know. Yeah.
If you're a woman and you want to get trapped under my body, hit me up. You know.
Nice.
Yeah, you like that?
But But no, I mean, I wish, we say this all the time, you know, I wish I was trans. I wish I was gay. I wish
it's not one of those things you could just do.
Yeah. Well,
you know? You can't just say that.
Well, non-binary. I sometimes say I'm non-binary.
Yeah.
You know?
I say that whenever it's convenient.
Throw that on a job application. Although there are reports of companies not liking the like they them people on
That's
applications.
Crazy that you wouldn't want to hire someone that changes their mind about the simplest things.
Yeah,
you know?
It totally
and that's not a problem.
Totally just doesn't indicate that person is going to be a huge problem at work.
No, it makes no sense.
No,
you know? It's like if I go to Starbucks and I see a lady with a short purple haircut, I'm like, nice. This lady's going to be really fun to talk to. Can't wait.
Yeah,
can't wait. And she looks like frazzled. You know, she has makeup on, but it's like, how many days has that makeup been on?
Yeah,
you know. And she just looks totally frazzled, and you're like, yeah, this lady's going to be a real fun person to talk to. So
yeah. So what were we talking about?
This is the most mentally sane podcast.
Yeah, just mental health,
you know?
Which is important, by the way.
Talking
you didn't
about
know
pills and
mental health is so important, and
court-ordered
anger management. Yeah,
yeah, which we know nothing about.
No.
Yeah.
So, mental health is important, and if you agree and you're a hot woman, hit us up and tell us thank you for spreading the word about mental health. So, let's get into the topics here. The best topic of the week, the Cheeto was arrested.
I'm going to come.
I was waiting all week, or all months, years, for the Cheeto to finally get a mugshot.
Since 2016.
Yeah. I was actually waiting since 2015 since it started.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Since he came down the escalator.
You know when I knew I hated Donald Trump?
Yeah.
When I saw Home Alone and he was in it.
Or he's like, the elevator is that way.
Yeah, I was like, that fucking Cheeto bitch.
Yeah.
That's when I knew he was a bad guy.
Nice.
It wasn't the second he made a political bid.
No.
You know?
You always hated
him.
He
wasn't a beloved character on a TV show. That he was, well, not a character, but he wasn't a beloved television host that everybody pretty much loved until, like, he made a, like, I'm running for president thing. And then the media completely shifted on him. It wasn't that.
No.
It was, he was always a mean orange jerk.
Yeah. Well, in his first speech, he said that Mexicans were rapists and killers. So if you are, and that was very offensive.
If you're a rapist and killer or a Mexican, whatever you go by, we reach out to you.
Well, probably not the rapists and killers.
You're right. We
probably don't.
That's not good.
Yeah.
We don't.
We're just okay. I'm just going to say something right now. If you have ever raped or have ever killed someone, unsubscribe to our podcast.
That's a good point. We used to say that a lot. We haven't said it.
We haven't said that in a while, but it's good to kind of periodically refresh that. Yeah.
Yeah. This is not a podcast if you're doing that kind of stuff.
If you've ever raped or killed anyone or raped and killed someone, unsubscribe right now.
Yeah,
we don't want you. We don't, and I don't care if this podcast is going to fold because of that.
Don't unsubscribe, but just don't publicly support our podcast.
Yeah, we don't want your endorsement.
Yeah.
And we don't care how many listeners we lose from that.
I mean, I would say it could even be a significant amount.
Never heard Joe Rogan tell his rapist and murder listeners to stop listening. Never heard that.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. He never makes a statement like that.
Yeah.
But we're not afraid to say that.
Yeah.
No one's making bold stances like that rape and murder is bad.
Haven't heard a single one.
No.
So, but yeah, on, speaking of that topic, Trump said Mexicans were rapists and killers. So if you are a Mexican woman who was offended by that comment and you just want to come over here and, we'll maybe do some salsa dancing together.
I'll play that fucking garbage music with the big guitars and those mariachi guys that wear the ponchos.
Right.
And they play the fucking garbage horns.
No, it's good.
That's good music.
No,
when
I
go
like
to
that music.
When I'm playing tennis at the park and there's like a enormous family of Mexicans at the park, like crazy amount of people.
Yeah.
One family.
Yeah.
At the park, and they got that big boombox out there, and they start playing that music. I'm like, great. This isn't the worst fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah, that's great how much you love that music.
Yeah,
so
I do love that
music.
music.
So we'll play some of that, and then we'll play some, I know, who's that guy? Vicente Fernandez, right? Famous Mexican singer.
Okay, nice.
See, I know one.
What about Los Lobos?
Are they?
I think so.
Are they the Who Let the Dogs Out guys?
No, that's the.
That's the Baja
men.
Yeah.
We'll fucking play that.
Yeah. Are they Mexican? The Baja men?
I think they're black guys.
Black?
Yeah, they're black guys.
They
might be
just
Dominican.
Baja was Latinx.
Yeah, no, but I think they're. Well, you might be kind of right because I think they're like Dominican
Afro-Latinos.
Yeah.
So Baja for Baja men's BAHA, and Mexicans is BAJA.
Oh, I thought it was.
Wait, the Baja men is BAHA?
I thought it was BAJA.
I'm pretty sure it's BAHA.
Okay. And they are three definitely black guys. Yeah. Bahamian. Baja men are a Bahamian.
What the fuck is that?
Bahamas.
Oh, okay.
A Junkanoo
Bahamian,
band formed in the Bahamas in 1977.
They've been a band since They've been letting the dogs out.
They are best known for their Grammy Award-winning hit song "Who Let the Dogs Out."
They won a Grammy. They won a Grammy for "Who Let the Dogs Out."
And that came out in 2001.
Wow.
Oh, so it's Baja like Bahamas. So I my whole life I've been going along thinking it was Baja, B-A-J-A.
like
Baja, California.
Or Baja Blast by Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Another authentic Mexican brand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a Taco Bell. So it's exclusively a Taco Bell because it's a Mexican flavor.
Right. Well, I'm learning. Yeah. See, this is an educational podcast.
Culture, yeah.
And sometimes, obviously, we educate our listeners so much every week, but sometimes they teach us more than we teach them.
That's pretty good. This is an educational podcast.
You ever hear teachers? You ever hear teachers say that the kids teach me more than I teach them?
Yeah.
And it's this profound thing. That
every time you hear that, you're like, you teach fucking how to count, you retard. What the fuck? You're in elementary school.
Right.
Are you kidding me? What do they teach you? To tie your shoes, you fucking moron?
Yeah.
It's not that. You know? But
they teach about life.
That's true.
And that's what we are. We are life teachers, life coaches.
Yeah.
If you want to get some life coaching from us.
Yeah, we're like Jaime Escalante.
Who's that?
Some fucking guy that taught
Is he a life
kids.
coach?
No, then they made a school some movie. When I was in school, we had to watch this movie about this guy. I think it's called Stand and Deliver. Did you have to watch that?
It's a classic in LA. Like, you have to watch that.
Yeah,
Stand and Deliver. I never saw it.
I grew up in West Virginia, and we had to watch that bullshit. Wait, no, we watched it in Florida too.
It's a true story.
Yeah, it's about this guy Jaime Escalante. Dangerous Minds.
What's that?
That was another like, white savior teacher goes into the school, like the black school, and then they teach her how to dance, but she teaches them how to like give a fuck about school. That was that movie.
Okay.
The Stand and Deliver is like this Mexican guy, Jaime Escalante, comes in and fixes the schools or whatever.
Nice.
Right? Isn't that basically the story?
He just goes to like a really shitty Mexican school in LA and teaches them like to get smart to pass a test, and then they all pass the test like super well, that they get accused by the district of cheating. So they have to retake the test, I believe.
Wait a minute, these Mexican kids all pass the test? What kind of bullshit is this?
Yeah.
They make them retake it, and
Love
then they
that.
ace it,
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what this podcast is all about, being the white savior to like swoop down and save minorities.
Yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah, that's what this podcast is all about. It's literally in our description. Like, we are the voice for women and people of color because they don't have a voice.
Yeah.
And they're not as smart as us.
Yeah.
So that's why we have to come down using our superior voice and intelligence and knowledge and skills and wherewithal to help these dumb groups that are below us.
They suck. It's so bad, and they need our help.
Yeah.
And that's what we were here for. We just come down and help them with our just brilliant knowledge.
Yeah.
And, like, how many Mexican people don't know that Baja Blast is like a really important Mexican, like, thing, and the Baja Men.
And
yeah. Anything with the word Baja in it, however that's spelled, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, that's us knowing about Afro-Latino or Mexican culture, or both, because I think they're both the same, I think.
Or Bahamian culture.
Yeah, whatever.
Which is not Latino.
Yeah.
But
is it?
Sure. So back to the Cheeto.
Yeah.
So he was arrested in Atlanta, got the mugshot, and it totally didn't look kind of cool.
That he got mugged.
It was so ugly and orange.
Yeah. I gotta see the mugshot. Show me that mugshot.
You haven't seen the mugshot? It's been everywhere.
I think I have, actually.
It's been all over memes and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I think I have seen it.
Let's see. Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting mugshot.
Yeah. So it totally doesn't look kind of badass.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, why
orange,
is it like he's lit?
And his dumb fake hair.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's like a headshot almost.
Right. Right.
I mean, it's not lit as good as you would want, but it's, but he looks all like stern.
Right.
Right.
He's like, he definitely practiced.
Yeah.
For that. He was definitely practicing.
He was in the
faces
mirror,
in the mirror, just.
Yeah.
Doing his dumb face.
Yeah, like unlike remember that one guy, was it Nick Nolte, had that god awful, or no, Gary Busey, when he got like the mugshot of him going around. Did you ever see that?
I don't know if I did.
I'll show you the Gary Busey mugshot. It's like pretty horrible. Gary Busey.
What did he get arrested for?
I think like drinking and driving or something.
Okay. Something you wouldn't know anything about.
No, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
At all.
Not currently fighting several of those cases in the court system right now.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was that.
Wow.
Yeah.
A rough
But I mean,
night.
like, if you just look at any picture of this guy, I mean, they all kind of he looks crazy in every photo.
True. So, back to the Cheetos. So, judge ruled Monday that the federal criminal trial against Trump will begin March 4th, 2024, a day before the Super Tuesday primaries. Special counsel Jack Smith had proposed a January 2024 start date, while Trump, who is running for president, sought to begin the trial after the 2024 election in April 2026. Oh, what a coincidence.
Wait, the trial is in 2026?
No, it's in 2024 in March.
But what did you say about
2020? Trump proposed starting at 2026.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, what a shocker that he'd want to start something after the election. And then he could be president from jail if he wins.
That would be crazy. That would be like, I'm the president, but I gotta go to jail real quick. Like, hold on, guys. Let me do this address, but can you like loosen my ankle bracelet for house arrest that I'm on?
Right.
You know, that would be pretty wild.
Yeah.
But that also would be pretty fitting to this country to have a guy that's in prison as our president.
Yes. So we obviously hope he goes to jail.
Let's say he runs for president, then he goes to prison. Can he like pardon himself out of prison? Can you do that?
That was a big debate in the last kind of cycle of like, can the president pardon himself?
That is
like a constitutional debate.
That's like the government version of like, I call not it, you know?
Right.
Like you just actually you're going to prison? No, I call not it.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know, you make up some rule. Remember that when you were a kid, you'd like play a game with your friends and they'd be like, "Oh, I tagged you," and you're like, "Yeah, but you did this rule I just made up, so you're wrong. You didn't tag me."
Which you definitely don't always just change the rules.
I don't do
make
that.
yourself win, and
I never do.
Still to this day.
Yeah, I totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got played pickleball with my friends, and they're like, "You were in the kitchen." I'm like, "Yeah, I was all up in your fucking kitchen, bitch."
They're like, "No, that's literally part of the court. That's a rule. You can't
go in there." It's like I can go in there because I know how to cook. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I cooked.
And then you're playing doubles pickleball and with a mixed doubles with a woman. They're like, and you're like, "Oh, you're saying that this bitch has to stay out of the kitchen? Huh? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That this dumb bitch because she's a woman?
Actually, I think she should go in the kitchen.
Right.
You know, she can go wherever she wants,
including the kitchen.
Yeah, especially the kitchen.
And they're like, that's just a rule of the game. And stop twisting the rules.
It's really a misogynist game that we're playing here.
Yeah.
That we got to call it that.
Yeah. So the Cheeto they're moving forward with the court case. I guess March is going to be the trial. Will be interesting to see how that pans out with the election. Speaking of which, the first Republican debate happened last week. Did you watch that?
I did not.
Yeah. I just saw some of the highlights of it.
Yeah.
And there's this guy, Vivek Ramaswamy, if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was kind of the star of the debate.
They were comparing him to Obama.
Right. Because he even used one of the same lines. He's like, "What is this skinny guy with a weird last name doing here?"
Yeah.
And it's exactly what Obama said.
He's not a
just like
plant, you know.
Just like what's her name? Melania Trump plagiarized Michelle Obama's speech. Remember that?
How do you get that gig where you're like a political speechwriter? Because you literally just go like, "Oh, who did good before? Oh, Obama. Let me just copy and paste that exact. Just say this again." Because who like remembers that speech? You know,
right?
And then you change a few words. You know,
yeah.
Like there was probably some economy stuff. You just switch it to like the economy now, or you know, violence in this country. Oh, well, BLM, throw that in there, you know. Throw some gay stuff in there.
Yeah.
You got a brand new speech, right?
Yeah.
How good would that be?
Pretty good.
But I would do that, but I'm protesting Writers Guild, so.
Right.
Yeah,
you can't.
I'm not in the guild, but I don't write anything.
Yeah.
If some like if
Out
I go
of
to
solidarity.
if I go to a doctor's office and can you fill out this form, I'll be like,
No,
absolutely
can't
not.
do it.
I'm on strike.
Solidarity.
I'm on
yeah.
writer's strike. I'm not writing anything. You know, they're like I got pulled over the other day, and they're like, "Were you drinking and driving? I need you to sign this ticket because I'm going to give you a DUI." I'm like, "No, thanks. I'm on strike. I'm not writing anything. Not even my name on this ticket."
I love that.
I'm just protesting right now. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stay solid with my writer bros.
Nice,
You know?
nice. That's
See
awesome.
this?
Yeah.
That's why I think about that.
Pens down.
Yeah, that's right. Out of here.
That's really powerful.
See this? See that right there?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You just
Nope.
made that.
Try to write with that.
Yep, can't do it.
No pen exposed.
Yeah.
Suck my ballpoint. You
Nice.
know? Yeah.
You should put that on a sign at the
Oh, dude. That's pretty
at
good.
the protest.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of tough because it's like
You have to write.
I do
on
have
there.
to write it
Yeah.
on the sign, you know?
Yeah.
So, but that's,
Interesting.
how it works.
Yeah, yeah. So, so here's an interesting question for us. So, who do we want to win these? There's a very big field of Republicans running against Trump. Trump obviously wasn't in the debate. It's like, I don't want to risk losing to any of these people. I can't do that. Can't put myself up against Pence or DeSantis or Vivek.
Didn't he do something on like?
Yeah, he went on Tucker Carlson, did like an interview with him on Twitter or on X.
That is weird that he didn't do that.
Well, because he feels like he has more to lose than to gain because he has a big lead, and so
Yes, but it's like if somebody does good in the debates, it's like, hey, that guy killed it,
right.
But he could just go in there and be like, you're fat and you're gay.
Right, his specialty.
Look at your tiny hands. My penis is bigger than yours. I should be president.
Right.
That's what he would do.
Right. Right.
Rosie O'Donnell's a fat pig and you're gay.
Right.
That's what he would do.
Yeah.
He would just dunk on it. That's he's a roast comic. He comes in, he roasts everybody, he leaves, and then we all vote for him because he dunked on
because we're dumb.
Not us.
Well,
but,
yeah. By us, you mean the country, which
is
we don't
worst.
identify with the country because we hate America.
Yeah.
But would we ever leave? Absolutely
not. We will threaten leaving all the time. And would we go to Mexico? Pff, no.
Fuck no.
We're going to Canada.
Yeah.
That's what we'll say.
Yeah. Yep. So who are we rooting for in the?
Well,
there was one woman on stage, Nikki Haley,
okay.
who also is woman of color.
We love that.
But she did work for the Cheeto. She is
That's not good.
right wing, of course.
Yeah, racist. So obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's tough. I guess we have to say her, right?
Probably.
She had this. Did you see her line? Did you see her line in the debate?
No. What was her line?
Dunk line. She was. I don't know what spurred this on, but I just saw a clip out of context where it was like, she was like, as Margaret Thatcher said, if you want something said, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman. Nice. And then the crowd went wild.
Hell yeah.
And then
God damn.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
Yeah.
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 That's
So we
ridiculous.
we love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we're rooting for her. But if she goes up against Biden, we obviously hope Biden
Yeah, see, this is what we're doing.
Destroys that bitch,
What we're doing right now is
we support women.
We're picking teams for the Washington Generals. That's what the Republican primary is, It's obviously like you want the right side to win, which we all know what that is.
Yes.
The correct opinion. So, yeah, I think it's just, that's why they picked Trump in the first place, right? Because they're like, oh, that guy will lose.
Right.
That's why they picked him the first time.
Well, yeah. Well, why the media obsessed
the
over
media
him.
wanted it. Well, also, he was getting ratings.
Right.
Every time. Like, news is entertainment. That was like kind of what we found out through that time, that like the news is not above WWE. You know, like they'll put someone on because like, well, this guy gets over, so we got to put this guy up. You know,
Yes.
So they just constantly put him in the limelight, and then I think the Democrats thought that it would be, you know, an easy win. They're like, this guy's a buffoon, you know, so we'll obviously crush. And then he dunked on everybody by winning.
Right. So, which bad, obviously. So yeah, I guess we're on team Nikki Haley for now. For now.
Yeah.
Until Joe Biden comes along and crushes her.
Yeah. They really just don't want Trump to run at all. Like, I mean, that's what the whole, like, indictment stuff is, right? It's like he's like going to jail for like blockbuster late fees, basically, right?
Well, he tried to overturn the election. He told the Georgia election officials to find more votes for me, aka cheat.
Yeah.
So
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Find more votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's wild.
yeah. So we hope he goes to jail. How about let's just kill him?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah,
Just death penalty.
Yeah, why don't they do that?
Look, and again, we are.
They'll be like, hey, do you want to go for a car ride in Dallas?
right.
Hey, we'll let you sit, like, not in the front, but like kind of in the back. But there will be a guy sitting behind you. Don't worry about it, though. And there will be a guy on a grassy knoll.
Yeah,
like,
and Melania will be next to you wearing a pink dress.
Is that what Jackie?
Yeah.
Or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Wearing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. See, we know about history.
Yeah, we are.
We're
This is a history podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah. Moving on. What do we have next? Oh yeah, other political stuff. The chief of the Wagner group in Russia, Prigozhin. I don't know how you say it. Prigozhin. Yeah, never heard his name said out loud. Prigozhin was confirmed dead in a plane crash, and all the intel is saying that it was an assassination by Putin because there was like an attempted mutiny, right?
He was the one that tried to stage the coup, right?
Yes.
To overthrow Putin.
Right. And then Putin said he would let him go and he would like not go after him in exchange for stopping the coup attempt. But then, of course, he kills him.
What, like, why would you get on a plane if you're that guy in Russia, right?
Right.
Like, hey, sorry, I tried to kill the president, but I'm just going to take this Spirit flight real quick.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So
But I guess, like, there's no safety if you can't ride like a bike, you know?
Yeah.
You're toast.
Right.
So
You could commit suicide at any time.
Yeah.
If you
Even if you're on suicide watch in a prison cell
Right.
by yourself with two guards watching you because they might go to sleep.
Yeah.
or
Like
something.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't. I mean, do we like that guy? I don't know. He was like,
Well, I mean, he was anti-Putin. Right?
yeah. So we like that.
That's good.
Yeah.
But like, so what was? I don't really understand. Like, he was supposed to leave. What was he?
Yeah, he was supposed to leave Russia or something.
But like, he was like, I'm gonna take over Russia. You fuck this place, and it's a piece of shit. You suck, Putin. F you. And then it didn't work, and he was like, my bad, guys. I think I'm gonna leave, and I'm just gonna go not here. I'm just gonna take this flight, and it's gonna be cool. Everybody, my bad. Is that like what happened, basically?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Weird scenario.
Yeah. So so yeah, he's dead, and I know our opinions on Russia are complicated because we love the old Russia. You know, we love the Soviet Union. We love communism. The Soviet Union was so good. Stalin was so good. Oh my God.
Because they were for the people.
Right. Yeah. And he totally didn't murder millions of people.
Yeah, no.
Political dissidents or...
Well, that's how if you have a utopia, right?
Yeah, you just have to cleanse. You just have to get rid of the people.
But everybody's in agreement that this is a utopia,
right?
And then there's some people that are like,
so
"That's
just
not a
kill
utopia."
The people who kill the
go.
people who don't think it's a utopia. It's that simple.
You don't like the utopia? Do you want to ride a plane? You want to go on a plane ride? You can sit first class.
Free
with
ticket.
This Prigozhin guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd he do? Oh yeah, he tried to overthrow me. No big deal. It's all good. Get on the plane, dude. Totally fine.
Yeah.
They're like, it's looks like it's not even on a runway. It's just like sitting in an empty lot, and it looks like there's a bunch of C4 attached to it. And it's like, yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
it's a good plane.
Yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, that happened. What else? In entertainment news, Bob Barker has died at 99. The former host of The Price is Right. Now, while everyone is celebrating his life and his work on The Price is Right and his animal rights activism and all of that, we just want to take this opportunity to say, actually, he wasn't perfect. Yeah. Okay? Because this is what we like doing when people die.
This is the best thing.
When people are celebrating
people like
the
us
lives.
Love doing that.
Right.
When someone's beloved, we actually go, actually, they're not that good.
Right. Like, of course, speaking of plane crashes.
Mourning their death, maybe don't do that.
Yep. Remember when Kobe died, speaking of plane crashes, when he died in the helicopter crash and people were just mourning and celebrating him. Actually, there was that rape case. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? And they're like, hey, guys, could you maybe just wait till the body is cold from the plane crash? Like, nope. Actually, he was a rapist.
Yeah.
Actually, he was accused of rape. And we're doing the same thing with Bob Barker now. So... lawsuits on his Wikipedia page. In 1994, former model Diane Parkinson filed a lawsuit against Barker alleging sexual harassment following a 3-year affair while working on The Price is Right. Parkinson, who alleged that she was extorted by threats of firing, later dropped her lawsuit, claiming the stress from the ordeal was damaging her health. In 1995, model Holly Hallstrom left The Price is Right and later filed suit against Barker, alleging that the reason she was fired was not so much because of her 14-pound medication-mediated weight gain, but because, to Barker's displeasure, she refused to give false information to the media regarding Parkinson's suit, as she alleges Barker had requested she do. Barker countersued for slander, but Hallstrom prevailed, receiving a settlement in 2005. 2007 lawsuit against Bob Barker and CBS for an intolerable work environment. Curling, who is black, also alleged that the show's producer, including Barker, created a hostile work environment in which black employees and contestants were discriminated against. A few months later, Barker was removed from the lawsuit, and in September 2009, the lawsuit was dismissed. Curling's attorney stated that he planned to appeal the dismissal of the lawsuit. It was dismissed in 2012 by the California Court of Appeals. So yeah, that stuff happened. He's not perfect after all. Guess what? The 99 years of his life aren't tarnished. So guess what? We're canceling him posthumously.
And you know what? Know what I propose?
What?
The TooWokeBoys, we host The Price is Right now.
Yes.
Sorry, Drew Carey. Had nothing to do with you, but
see ya.
He's out.
Yeah. I'm sure we could find some allegations against him, too.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just make some.
Yeah, we'll make something up.
I'll be an intern on the show, and I'll be like, he touched my butt. No homo, but he tried to touch my butt.
Yeah.
And I should host the show now.
Yeah.
That would be my proposal for they're like, do you want anything for damages? I was like, yeah, I want to spin the fucking big wheel. That's what I want to do. I want to do a showcase showdown.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we should host The Price is Right.
I also did some math on when you were reading the allegations, because you said it was in like 1995 when he got a sexual assault suit slapped on him. Do you know how old he was when that happened?
So 82 or
dude, he was 72
or 72. Yeah,
72 years old.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah. So
I mean, you could. look at the Cheeto. He's 70, 76, 77?
Yeah, I guess you're right, yeah.
And he just got convicted for some like sexual assault thing.
Yeah.
Although that one was from like the 80s, I think.
Yeah. I guess he was what, like 50, something like that? 60s?
40.
He was 40? Trump was?
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Bob was 72.
yeah, well, I mean,
Wild.
yeah.
Maybe he should have spayed and neutered himself instead of, that's what he always said at the end of the Price is Right. He'd
Yeah.
be like, spay and neuter your pets.
Right.
Like, how about spay and neuter Bob Barker? How about that?
Ever thought about that?
Yeah, cut your own balls off, dude.
Yeah. And we definitely believe, we believe all women, so we believe the allegations against them, except for
anyone that would come out against us.
Yes, of course. Goes without saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Bob Barker was not perfect, okay, and we should take his place. And we should have, whether we host The Price is Right or not, we should have like a bunch of hot women in studio here wearing very kind of like revealing dresses.
Yeah, I like that.
Like
that they
revealed.
They point at stuff.
Yeah, like point at stuff and like reveal prizes.
Yeah, that's something that like network TV used to do. They used to just have a hot lady doing menial tasks on camera, like in a bathing suit, you know? Like what was that hot lady they had flipping over the letters? Vanna White.
Yeah.
They had to, it's like a fucking guess.
But The Price is Right. They were really showing some skin.
I know. Yeah.
And so we need
it's so
some
funny too because it's like, how much does this can of soup cost?
Right.
And it's just like a hot
insert hot lady.
Yeah, just holding the can of soup.
Right. Or like, opening a curtain to the new car.
$3, and then you're like, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get to go guest there.
Yeah. So if you're a hot woman who wants to work for our show for free,
dude, you know what we should do?
Huh.
We try to get on The Price is Right. Okay, this is what we do. And you know how everybody like goes nuts for the Price is Right? Like they love it. They're like, oh my God, I love Price is Right. And then they hug the host. We'll get on there and we'll hug the ladies in the bikinis. Be like, oh my God, I love hot women in bikinis.
And then Drew Carey comes over and is like, all right, that's enough, Chris.
No. This is a moment that we're having.
They're like, he's like, you haven't even played the game to win the car yet. Usually the celebration
like,
is
get
after
out of the
you
back
win.
of the car with that girl in the bikini. And I'm like, give me a minute.
Right.
In this
some
Toyota Camry.
Yeah, sometimes they do that on the show when they reveal like it's a new car. They'll have like one of the girls in the driver's seat of the car and she like honks it and waves.
Yeah.
And then you just like run into the car and you get in.
Yeah.
And they're like, Chris, you haven't played the game yet.
Yeah.
You still have to play the game.
You can't carjack the car. Yeah, I jump in the back, and me and her in the back, and the curtain opens, and you see her legs out of the back window, and then me just like pumping away in there.
You're like, Chris, this is on national television.
Like, yeah. I'm like, woo! The new car, oh my God.
Yeah. So, and then you're like, you have to give me this car now. You can't put it back on the lot.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a used car now.
Yeah, it's been thoroughly used.
Yeah. What are you going to sell it for pennies on the dollar? You better give it. They're like, Chris, you lost
resale value.
You lost the game. You totally
did. I lose the game because I busted in the back of that Toyota Camry. So it's kind of mine now.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got to get on The Price is Right.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be sick.
And just have a nice dialogue with all the women there.
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, you don't have to do this. It's like what we do, like going to the strip club, you don't have to, and we'll slip them like $1 bill
we
with
get
like
a private
note.
dance and we go back there and we're like, can we just talk?
Right. They're like, sure. They're like,
keep taking your clothes off and sit on my lap and grind on me, but I just want to listen to you.
Right.
But don't stop moving, bitch.
Yeah.
You fucking crazy.
And she's like, you still have to pay me for my time. And we're like, no, we're not paying you for shit. Like, we're saving you. We're rescuing you. Just like, hey, you don't have to do this. They're like, okay, well, are you giving me a job or something? Yeah, come be a Price is Right girl on our show. She's like, oh, great. Does it pay as much as my stripping?
You're the host of The Price is Right, and we're like, well, there's
maybe someday
something like that.
Yeah,
we do have cans of soup at our house that
right.
You can wear a bikini and hold. You know?
She's like, how? She's like, does that gig pay as much as my stripping? We're like, well, it doesn't pay anything, but
it's an internship.
It's an internship
that could lead to
future
work.
Employment or future relationship,
and it's going to look really good on your resume.
So good.
It's definitely not a fake job.
No,
I mean it's on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
sure, we posted it on LinkedIn, but it's a real job,
right? So.
Maybe on that we should talk about the
strippers union.
Yeah,
got to talk about that.
Yeah, so apparently we had strippers unionize here in Los Angeles here. So let me find that article real quick. I had it. There we go. Pulling it up. Okay, North Hollywood strippers return to work at the only unionized club in the U.S. Let's see, North Hollywood. Topless dancers at a North Hollywood bar returned to the stage, this time as the only unionized group of strippers in the U.S. There was a celebration of unity outside Star Garden Topless Dive Bar Thursday night. The bar reopened after a lengthy shutdown. Dancers and their supporters rallied outside the bar. Rage Against the Machine guitarist Tom Morello also showed up and played a couple of songs in solidarity with the dancers.
He is raging against the machine.
Dude, that rules, you know? It's also like, isn't that funny that it's like, hey, this guy was there at the strip club?
Yeah.
You know? I wonder if he's married. That would be really funny. He's like, no, babe. I was going there to play songs.
It's not what it looks like.
Look, I'm at Rage Against the Machine. We love unions. So that's why I went to the strip club, because they unionized.
Yeah.
I don't just regularly go to the strip club. I'm supporting women.
Right.
Unionizing. The club strippers walked off the job nearly a year and a half ago. They're returning to work as members of the Actors Equity Association labor union, becoming the nation's only strippers with union representation. I feel completely incredible. It's so surreal to be not only a member of a union as a stripper, but also able to work in a club that is unionized, said union member Lilith. Let's see. Workers from other labor unions also joined the club strippers to show support. The dancers made the decisions to leave the strip club after they became frustrated with management. They say their concerns about issues including abusive treatment by patrons and safety were not being addressed. What has been so impressive is that the labor movement has embraced us from the get-go, said union member Velveeta.
Velveeta.
Yeah. Why would you name your stripper name after like shells and cheese? Yeah. Yeah. Coming to the stage, cinnamon. And then on the next dance, it's like, all right, coming to the stage, give it up for Stovetop.
Yeah.
Or Hot Pocket, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like microwavable food.
Yeah. Yeah, give it up for our next hot dancer, Jimmy Dean's Sausage Link.
Yeah. So, if you're a woman out there who's a stripper, hit us up, a union stripper.
Yeah.
Hit us up, and, we were out there protesting for them.
Yeah. We were inside protesting.
Yeah.
And we were showing our support, and some of you might be like, you were just in the strip club throwing dollars on the stage, but it's like, we were supporting the union. That's what that was. That wasn't just us at a strip club. Right?
Right.
Let's see. Star Garden agreed to recognize the union and meet at the bargaining table. For now, strippers will work under an interim agreement. 2 weeks ago, I was worried that we weren't going to get a reopening, and we're here. Let's see. We're not done bargaining. We still have to finish the contract, but it's important to get them back to work. It doesn't say what the contract is.
Yeah.
At all.
Right. Because aren't they paid solely by tips? Or maybe they make minimum wage too?
I'm not sure. And that's maybe what this bargaining agreement was. You know?
Right.
That they have to pay the strippers. I mean, that would suck to go in there and, you make minimum wage as a stripper. That's like kind of seems like that might be worse, you know? Because now you can justify not. Well, it's like, well, they make an hourly wage, right?
Yeah.
So when I go in the strip club, it's like, you know, they're like, tip your stripper. I'm like, bitch, you make enough money. You're making minimum wage.
Yeah.
So
they're like, Chris, you invited me up to the private room for a private dance. You're like, yeah. Like,
are you still on the clock?
Yeah.
You're still at work, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I feel like tipping is inappropriate in this situation where you're taking money from your employer, right? Like I used to work at a grocery store, Publix, and they had a very hardcore no tipping policy for like when you bagged groceries,
right?
And the grocery store, they were like militant about you being like insistent on taking their bags out to their car. So it was funny because like managers would be like, no, like get behind their cart and say, no, ma'am, I'm taking your groceries to your car. Like fight them to take their groceries to their car.
Yeah.
Almost every time they're like, I'm okay. I can put my bags in my car. So they made us do that. And then they made us wear these pins that would say like, hey, don't tip me.
They made you wear a pin that said don't.
No one wore it.
Just
we all were like,
so
are you fucking kidding me?
dehumanizing.
I'm not wearing that.
Yeah.
It's like this big pin that's like, I make enough money. No tipping, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? If you're a woman who wants to come do our version of The Price is Right on the show, we won't make you wear a can't accept tips pin.
Yeah.
You will accept
will be
tips.
implied.
Right.
Yeah. It will be implied
but
that you're
you
not
might
getting
be
tips.
accepting some tips.
Oh, yeah. You will get just the tips from us. You know what I'm
with
saying?
your consent.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
But that's
there will be some tips given.
Yeah. And I'm very generous. I'll give you more than the tip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll go all the way.
Yeah.
I'll go full on your you're gonna get the tip and you're gonna be like, is that it? I'm like, oh no, it's not. And then you get more. And then you'll be like, wow, that was a lot. I'm like, yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. That's great. So yeah, we
should probably wrap up.
Running out of time here. I'm seeing if there's anything else we wanted to cover. Anything else you want to?
We did have. I think we had a couple of poems here.
Oh, we did. I didn't realize we did.
Let's do a little poetry corner here. Welcome to the Poetry Corner. Take a deep breath. Stretch, yoga, kung fu, all that shit. Light a sage candle, suck your own dick. Welcome to the Poetry Corner. This week on the Poetry Corner, we have a poem from Wagner. Okay.
Favorite of the show.
This one is called Softball Hard. Okay. So we have a poem from Wagner called Softball Hard. Okay. My hands on your waist, my lips caressing your ear. Tag, bitch, you're it.
Nice. That was a callback, of course, from last week when we were talking about your, some would say, controversial method of tagging women in your co-ed softball league by full-on wrapping them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
hey,
caressing them.
I mean, she's not on the bag and she is out.
Yeah.
So I'm laying with her in the base path.
Right.
In a full embrace. Okay, and here's another poem from Travis called a haiku called Shopping. Okay. Welcome to Walmart. Football pads and a helmet. Where's your receipt? Pow.
Oh, yeah.
That's another callback from last week.
Yep.
When we were talking about just wearing football equipment basically everywhere.
People with our football gear. Yeah.
Just wearing football gear into wherever you go and taking stuff.
Protecting this house.
yeah, I did love that. Protect this house rules. That's like a football thing, right?
Yeah,
like
well, it's like an Under
Armour.
Armour commercial. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
Protect. Yeah, I love all that stuff. The super like workout bro, like
I mean, that's what we are.
Fighting people, stuff like tap out shirts, and
that's what we are with this podcast.
Oh, dude,
we protect this house.
Yeah, it's
you
just
come
our
after
tap
us?
out shirt is a Futures female
right.
t-shirt.
It's just a little different.
Yeah,
Some
I mean,
would
we're
say
still
the
like
opposite.
we're still mainlining protein and just laced with tea.
We're still just as aggro as those guys, which we wish
we're probably more.
Probably more.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how many anger management classes do those guys have to go to?
How many Slipknot posters do they have covering up holes in their wall?
I don't think they have as many as us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So.
But yeah, let me see. Okay, so we have another 2 haikus from Neil here. Mm-hmm. This one's called Temporal Reprieve. Okay. Let's see. It bears down on me. Time weighs heavy on my soul. Britney Spears blow me.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. This one's called Alpha Hetero Burden. Okay. I'm so not gay that I only use the women's restroom. Jail sucks.
Nice.
Nice. I love that. Thank you for your poems, guys. We love your poems, so hit us up. Actually, we do have this thing from Travis here about he's looking for advice here.
Okay.
This one's called Gay Bar Help, No Homo. Okay. This says, classic scenario. Girls want to hang with their gay friends at the gay bar. I want to bang the girls. I tag along to gay bar, so I'll be there to catch drunk girls when they fall and have sex with them, with their consent, of course. The problem, I get lots of free drinks from gay dudes, and let's get one thing clear right now. I'm so fucking straight. I'm of course an ally. I have a gay pride flag on my apartment door for the entire month of June. Attend every pride parade. Fully endorse men slinging their junk in front of children for pride. I am clean cut, fit, and give off big dick vibe. I'm assuming homos can also pick up on that vibe. I'm flattered yet frustrated. Am I a hypocrite for accepting drinks knowing full well I would expect to get laid after buying drinks for a chick? How do the boys deal with this? Travis.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, first off, let me say something. When you buy drinks for a woman, it should not be the expectation that you're going to get laid.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's not that.
That's not exactly.
Women don't owe you anything.
No.
But if we do anything for you, you definitely owe us.
Oh, I mean,
we already have a podcast.
We have a feminist podcast, so you kind of owe us for this.
You definitely owe us for this.
But for drinks, come on.
Yeah. In fact, here's the other thing I'll say. You don't owe a man anything that buys you a drink, but you do owe us because we have this podcast, and we are not going to buy you a drink because you're a girl boss. You can buy your own fucking drink, bitch.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's how progressive we are.
Right. And we'll still say those words.
You still owe us for the podcast and all the emotional labor that we do on this podcast, but you can buy your own drink.
Yeah.
You want a margarita? Well, whip your purse out, lady.
Yeah.
It's time for a margarita for you, and I'll take one also. So, and I'll go up, I'll go up and get it. I'll be like, you already bought a drink at the bar? Then I'll go up there and I'll be like, yeah. Put it on that lady's tab back there. Yeah. See the lady back there? Yeah, she's like sitting by herself. Yeah. That girl.
And then you'll like point, and the bartender's like, are you sure you have her approval? And then you'll like point to her, and then she'll like wave back and then be like, see? Yeah.
She's with me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you just charge all the drinks to her tab.
Mm-hmm. And then like, when it's pretty clear we're not gonna have sex, I'll be like, I'll be right back. I go to the bathroom, and I just bounce.
Nice.
Out.
Yeah.
Tires squealing in the parking lot.
And she doesn't have your real name, so
yeah,
you're chilling.
Yeah, and the bar kept my ID, but that wasn't my ID.
Yeah,
that was a fake ID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have so many fake IDs.
Yeah, even though I've been 21 for several years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no one even asks anymore.
Right.
They're like, you're clearly an adult. I'm like, you should check my ID because I could have a fake ID.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And So, well, there were a few parts of that question. Yeah. So should he feel guilty for accepting drinks from gay guys? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say you can accept those drinks, and you just have to make it super clear to them that you're not gay.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, you know, I'm super straight. I'm sorry. Wish I was gay.
Yeah.
But
this is what I tell gay guys all the time.
Yeah.
Because they're constantly hitting on me.
Yeah.
Like I'm constantly at gay bars by myself, and gay guys are just throwing drinks at me. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing like super short shorts because I'm straight, you know? And, you know, all these gay guys just keep coming up to me and they're like, do you want a drink? I'm like, I'm straight. And they're like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm just trying to hang out. Like, what's the problem? You know? I'm like wasted because I've just been getting nothing but free drinks for hours.
Yeah.
You know? And then, you know, these gay guys just keep giving me free drinks. I don't know what to do, you know?
Yeah.
But
so,
they're not entitled to anything, all right?
Right.
So you make that clear.
Right. So, yeah, accept the drinks, but, you know, just tell them you're sorry, you're straight.
Hey, sorry.
And
and
you have to tell them that, like, hey, you know, we know that you as a gay guy have a lot of hot female friends, so just send those friends over to me.
This is what I'm doing at the gay bar, right? These gay guys are just constantly getting me like liquored up, right? And they're giving me all these drinks, but they're with some hot female, like straight friends that they think it's like there's nothing but gay guys at this gay bar, you know? And then I'll go up to that woman and I'll be like, what's up? And she'll be like, what's going on? I'll be like, you know, men here, you know, just keep hitting on me. I'm just trying to hang out, look cute, you know, that's all I'm trying to do, right? And she'll be like, I know, me too. I go out and try to look cute all the time. And sometimes I don't want male attention. I'm like, I know exactly how you feel. And she's like, it's too bad you're gay. And I'll be like, well, actually, what if, and I put my hand on her hand, and then I take her hand and I put it on my junk, and I'm like, what if, you know? It's like, what do you say we get out of here and you make me find out I'm not gay by having straight sex with me?
She's like, I don't think that would work. It's like, I don't think.
Like, it's going to work. Why would it not work, lady?
She's like, because you're gay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But what if I wasn't, you know?
Yeah, you're so hot that maybe you could convert me.
Yeah, like I've never felt this way about any woman before, but you could change me. And then we'll go smash in the bathroom at the gay bar. Or in the car.
Or in the car you want
on The Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Yeah. Be like, you guys see the back of this car. It's the best part of this car. Pretty cool.
And then she's like, wow, that was looks like the
smells
sex.
like someone's had sex in here before. I'm like, yeah, that's weird. I don't know. It's a weird car.
She's like, also, it seemed like you.
It's got a big bow on it because it's like a prize.
Yeah, hasn't taken that off yet.
Yeah.
And she's like, seems like that wasn't the first time you've had sex with a woman. Seems like you knew all the basic
There's still a woman
things.
in a bikini from
also,
The Price is
what
Right
is she
in the
doing
back
here?
of the car.
Yeah.
She's fine. She's cool. Don't worry about her.
Right.
She's nice.
Yeah. And then you're like, well, my phrase sexuality is just kicking in.
Yeah.
And
I gotta go, and then I'm gonna open the side door and push both of them out, and then fucking drive off.
Yep. Tires squealing.
Yeah. From the gay bar. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You know?
Another successful night at the gay bar.
That's what you're supposed to do. I believe that was Travis, right? That was his name. Yeah, Travis. That's how you handle it. So if you want to give if you want the Woke Boys to give you advice, email us TooWokeBoys@gmail.com. Send us poetry for the Poetry Corner, even though the SPGA is on strike and we are still in solidarity on the strike. Do you want to plug anything?
Follow Malcolm Kellner, ally of the show, on Instagram and all the stuff.
Hell yeah. Follow Malcolm Kellner on all platforms. Also follow ally of the show, Jeff Zinasek, on all platforms. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Give us 5-star reviews on Spotify and iTunes. Those reviews help big time. So please Donate to the Slut Fund on Venmo or Cash App. That is much appreciated. And share our podcast with your friends. Tell other people about the boys. And thanks for your comments on the page. We will try to respond to those, and we love you guys. That being said, thank you for listening to episode 161 of the Two Woke Boys podcast. I am Chris.
I'm Cole.
And together, we are Two Woke Boys.
Can you hear my voice this time?